All right, so this presentation will be about humor in the workplace. Now, as you know, in this workplace, we're gonna end up finding friends and we're gonna build relationships with our coworkers. So in that, there will be jokes that are said, and we all need to make sure as one company that these things are appropriate and that they meet the guidelines and the policies of the company. So since this is a workplace, what will be up front first and foremost is professionalism. Professionalism will keep everyone out of the eyes of HR, and it'll keep everybody from not feeling uncomfortable when another colleague says something that they probably shouldn't have said. If we hold professionalism and humor, that will mean that whenever you are making a joke to a coworker, you put up front first their feelings. Are they comfortable? Is this something that's appropriate to be said around my boss? Is this something that should even be said at work? And if these things can't be made clear, the joke probably shouldn't be made. And another thing for us to set into example is, how do I sound? That self-awareness will also allow us to be able to think twice before we say something that probably should not be said. If you could see how you sound when you say things to other people, because the person who reports you for saying something wrong might not be the person you said it to. Just because something is said that is okay to the person that you're talking to doesn't mean that it was appropriate to the person who heard it 2 desks behind you. So we have to make sure that our jokes are appropriate for the whole workplace, making it a sound environment and not toxic where anybody comes to work with any fear. Now that we talked over what makes things inappropriate in a workplace, when we're not holding that professionalism and when we're not looking at the company's expectations of the workers, we could talk about what is professional. You know, professional is making sure that our jokes are non-discriminatory, that they don't take away from any belief, any sex, any orientation, any ethnicity, that they don't devalue any human who's around them. Any joke or use of humor made should not slight the person that is 2 desks down to make the person you're talking to laugh. Gossiping is not tolerated. But professionalism allows for humor to uplift the environment of the workplace. It allows for people to be able to better show who they are. It allows for everybody to come to work and feel that it is a safe place and be more efficiently together working. So how do we practice appropriate humor with professionalism being upfront? Well, if your coworker says something that should not have been said by the policies of the company, do you joke back and write it? No. You make sure that you let them know that it is not professional, and then you take it back to a professional standpoint. And the same should be said for each and every one of you in this place. If something is professional, it should be able to flow and not be questioned. But if something that is said makes any person in the place feel discriminated towards, well then it has to be taken back to a place where it is healthy in the work environment. So with that being said, whether your humor is professional or unprofessional, when in the workplace, you have to make sure that it doesn't meet anybody's thoughts of what is right or what seems fit by the way we were raised, but that it seems fit by the company standards and policies. So with upholding these values, with professionalism up first and the company's needs up first, we could all be in a workplace where humor can be said, and it will be able to create a better place for everybody here to work. All right, thank you. That is the end of my presentation.